Yo folks, and welcome to the channel. My name is Bork. In today's video, we'll be talking about the holiday events, New Year's Ray, New Year's Yui all appearing, not to mention a bit of the unique equipment and all the time frames that you need to know of. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. First things being is, as you can see, the Crunchyroll notes right here. Just note, Princess Gala is going to be here with double 3-star rates. So I believe that's going to be 5% rates for different characters. And just note, this is going to be lasting for a whopping 72 hours from 12/20 to 12/23. The most important part of this banner is you must pull, in my opinion, and try to at least get Christina. If not, try to get New Year's Yui. If you already have like Christina, that's really great. But Christina is going to be the main focus. And some of you might be wondering, why isn't it New Year's Yui? We can briefly touch on her abilities. So this is going to be New Year's Yui right here. Let's go ahead and just check it really quick in case you guys are wondering. Here's going to be her artwork. She looks absolutely beautiful. And just note, her main ability is going to be the fact that she provides a barrier for damage, all right? She's one of the few characters that provides a damage barrier because it nullifies both physical and magical. And then she's also going to be doing some HP regen with some massive magical attack debuff to the user. Honestly, that's not really going to affect bosses too much, but other notes is going to be the fact that she inflicts physical and magical attack debuff to most likely the boss in case, you're in a PvE situation. And then her rank 4 is going to be applying a magic buff. And then it's her medium increase to her magic attack, which sort of increases like her heals in some ways. But honestly, New Year's Yui is going to be a PvE oriented character. She's not going to be like the most amazing, obviously, for, physical teams, but she might have some uses in CB against like certain bosses in case you want more magical attack. But honestly, she's going to be a phenomenal character and a staple unit at the very beginning, since, there's not very many units that have like that physical and magical barrier that she can provide. And just note, 72 hours. You have 72 hours in order to pull for these banners. So make sure to do what you can in order to at least get one of these characters. Christina is going to be the vote where I say she is going to be the more must pull, but obviously New Year's Yui is going to only happen once every year. So I understand if you want to get Princess Gala or New Year's Yui right here. And just note, her focus gotcha is going to be appearing right afterwards at 12/23 to 1/5 or January 5th. And just note, daily free 10 draws are going to be occurring during the New Year's Yui and Christina Princess Gala event. In case you guys are wondering, how do you sort of visualize this? If you go to Ken of NZ's site, you can see there's 9 days and 6 hours left as of the recording of this video. So make sure to do your polls while you're watching this if you haven't done so already. And the CB video should be already out, and hopefully we can cover some more things with that. And not to mention, the New Year's Ray event is going to be appearing, but let's go ahead and talk about that within the notes as well. So Princess Gala, make sure to poll. 12/24 is going to be the last date. And just note, you should have one free poll if you save some polls available for New Year's Yui, okay? And then next thing is with the New Year's Ray event, just note that New Year's Hiyori is going to be her own banner, and then New Year's Yui, obviously, you guys saw, it's going to be her own banner as well. With this event, just note that New Year's Ray is going to be obtainable after you beat the boss a total of 5 times, and she's going to be an okay character. In case you guys want to break down on her, she looks absolutely phenomenal in her 3-star form. I would just, get her to 3-star just to sort of look at her art. And then when it comes to her skills, she is like a weird tank. She does medium physical attack damage to all enemies, inflicts a stun. So I guess that could be sort of okay in arena. And then she provides a provoke and inflicts small physical defense debuff to all targets hit. So in some ways, she's sort of like a bootleg Mitsuki, I sort of see. And then she has some magic barrier and magic defense buff to the users. This is where she gets a little bit awkward because now she's stepping into Yukari's sort of territory. She's sort of like a jack of all trades, a master of none. But in my opinion, New Year's Ray is going to be phenomenal for more of an arena situation against like magic comps. I can definitely see that. And she has a very specific use case. But just note, she's not going to be like, a phenomenal unit that you have to have. But I think getting her, if you're competitive in arena, she'll definitely be useful against like Ilya teams or magic comps in case you have troubles with those. And then event quest player 1.5. So that's going to be really nice for new players. Obviously with the Princess Gala currently occurring, when this appears. And then with the New Year's Ray, like sort of player 1.5 also occurring, it's going to be a really good time for new players. And then Yui's memory shards times 20, Ray New Year's memory shards times 25 Yui's, and then New Year's Ray. And just note this is normal Yui, so it's not going to be like, hey, New Year's Yui, you get free shards of her. No, she's going to be limited. You're gonna have to actually go into like the shard shop and actually get her. But when it comes to this, there's also gonna be the new unique equipment as they have teased in the notes right here. And just note the priority is going to be Yukari. She's gonna be absolutely phenomenal. I highly recommend everyone to essentially get her up there, and she might be more viable in CB because of her unique equipment sort of capability. I think it provides some boost to like TPs and all that stuff. Now, we don't want to miss a couple of things with the New Year's Ray sort of event. It's kind of interesting. So if you scroll through some of the notes, they actually provided like extra screenshots. So you already know, New Year's Ray, New Year's Yui, New Year's Tori in a future banner, and then there's going to be the player 1.5. And then of course there's gonna be, get her after doing like 5 boss dungeon runs or 5 boss runs. And then this is going to be the special battle. So this is gonna be sort of interesting because there's gonna be 3 different modes, and this is gonna be our first time interacting with the special battle. Just note the first round you're gonna be fighting New Year's Ray, Hiyori and Yui all together. And then afterwards you're gonna fight like these 3 ghost bosses. They sort of look like the Boo Mario sort of aesthetic. And then you're gonna fight this little bamboo New Year's sort of dude. And that's how you're going to be getting like this special battle sort of sequence going. And I believe they sort of touch upon it within like the notes, where you can see there's going to be normal, hard, and very hard. And after you beat the very hard, which is houseable up to once per day, they don't mention the special stuff. So it's kind of interesting. Maybe I'm missing it, I'm not reading it, but just note this is going to be a first time for us against like these special bosses that we have never seen before. Should be really fun, and I'm sure the guides will be everywhere as far as like Discord. And there's going to be the dungeon mana times 2. That's going to be really nice. And then there's going to be all the different notes that, as you can see. So make sure if you're watching this video right now, please do your polls right now so you can get like, your New Year's Yui and Princess Gala Christina before like this time frame. Like use your free polls, please. If not, dump all of your jewels on this and try to at least get one of these characters during the time frame. If you have both already, I don't know how you did that, but that's cool too. And then New Year's Yui, you're going to have 1 day to essentially have a focus banner on her with the free 10 draws in case you haven't pulled enough times with your free 10 draw. And there's going to be the story event with Ray 1.5x, unique equipment. Our main focus is going to be Yukari. That's what you need to know. And then dungeon double drop, and then Grotto quest double drop. Just note Grotto quest double drop is going to be amazing for mana and all the different things, because we have been having a difficult time keeping up with mer mana because of all like the different characters we're raising and all the different requirements we've been having. Honestly speaking, it's been a real huge journey trying to get my Ray up to this level. I should have left her at 11.6, but I just wanted to share that info. And just know I've been burning my stamina like a madman, as you can see, so that I can keep up with everyone as far as like when clan battle and all this stuff differently occurs. But by the time this video comes out, I'm pretty sure clan battle is already going to be occurring. But let's go ahead and jump right into this so you can see what this is all about. I'm actually going to replace my Kyoko right here, and I'm going to want to run my Ray. Apparently she's pretty decent in PvP. Let's go ahead and see what happens on this match. I haven't really ran Ray in PvP before, but I'm really curious the way she looks. And honestly, I am so hyped for New Year's Yui finally appearing in the Princess Gala. We have never talked about a banner where I was like, hey boys, gals, everyone who's here, it is time to essentially degen and time to pull with our brains like absolutely melted with this banner right here. I am so excited to finally have that moment. And oh my goodness, we got absolutely wiped out here. Maybe it was the play to run Kilka, but honestly, Halloween Shinobu sort of makes short work of everything, and Mitsuki doesn't help either. I'm sure I can sort of, maneuver against this team once I run like different stuff, but obviously it's behoove me. I should have run Kyoka instead of Ray, or should I've just run like, just a different team in general. I was just excited to run Ray, so don't make the same mistake as me. I just really want to see how Ray performs in PvP. Obviously, that was not the best lineup for her. I'm sure we could have done something else. Let's go ahead and go into Princess Arena right here, and let's talk about a few things. Now, when it comes to like, hey Bork, what's going to be the next banner to sort of pull on after New Year's Yui? You can sort of wait for New Year's Mumi is not going to be the greatest. If you're a clan battle person, pull for Valentine Shizuru. She's going to be appearing very soon, and she's going to be a pretty phenomenal unit in my opinion. And then of course, you could sort of wait for like the summer units. And yeah, I guess the summer units are going to be a biggest deal because, Summer Saren's going to be a thing. She's going to sort of break the game. But in case case you don't care about any of those things, I guess you could just wait a little bit longer for like, you know, some other Princess Gala units that you've been waiting for, or you just wait for double rates. But moving forward, it's just gonna be really sort of based off of your personal preference on what you want to pull for. Like depending on what kind of person you are and what you cover in clan battle. But I'm gonna say Valentine Cheeser is gonna be sort of a must pull for anyone who wants to stay within the top 1000 of clan battle, or at least top 300, because Valentine Cheeser is going to be necessary and she's not easily replaceable. We'll talk about her later. Honestly, New Year's Yui, she is going to be insane mostly for PvE, Extreme Dungeon, any of those modes where you sort of have to like tank an enemy. She's gonna be really good for Luna Tower as well, I believe. But outside of that, she's not gonna be like that phenomenal character for clan battle. I don't think she is, because unless you're obviously, you know, going above laps 3 and 4 or 5, you know, I'm talking about like tier 3, 4, and 5, like when it comes to bosses, not the actual laps, my bad. Once we get into the more difficult bosses, I can definitely see how she's going to be more useful. I don't think we're going to be winning this fight because this Miyako by herself is going to tank everything, but it is what it is. I wasn't really looking at the matchups against this fight, so hence why I'm sort of messing up. But honestly, I'm just super excited to pull for the New Year's Yui banner. I've been waiting for this since sort of like the start of the game, because we've never had a moment where collectively as the Princess Connect community, we can all together say this is the best banner and this is the banner to pull on. Usually we don't get to say that. Like most of the banners, it's like, you can sort of pull. This is the first time where it's like everyone pull. If you have jewels, you pull. Like even if you can't pity, you just pull, because double rates, the chance of like essentially getting Christina or New Year's Yui or any character that you've never had before, it is now the time, and it is the best time to essentially jump into the game and just, you know, go crazy, because we don't usually get this in Princess Connect. We blue ball ourselves to infinity and beyond until we get moments like this. But anyways, if you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. In case you want to, should you pull for New Year's Yui, you know, my answer is you should pull for her if you can, but she's not going to be the broken character that is going to essentially change the game for you in case you're having difficulty in clan battle. Thanks so much and have yourself a fantastic day. Once we hit 30,000 subs, giveaways and all, and good luck on the polls. We'll definitely do it live on Twitch. See you guys in the next one.